Hey, welcome to my channel. House prices have just risen at the fastest rate on January records since before the pandemic. Now, what does that mean? Now, I'm going to go deep dive into that and what that means for you as a property investor or a homeowner and what that might mean for future prices. So make sure you stick around and watch this video to the end. Now, this channel is all about my investment journey. I'm currently building a portfolio for my two daughters, Amelie, who's just 2, Georgia, who's 22. We've got a couple of properties last year. We're going to get some more this year, and you can join us on the journey together and see the good, the bad, and the ugly of property investing. So take that finger of power, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You don't want to miss out on all this great content. So what is going on? House prices, according to Rightmove, have just shot up in January. Now, it is very common for new houses to be listed in January. It's actually one of the busiest months that you get with new properties coming on. And the reason for that is a lot of people just want to stay where they live at Christmas. They don't want to be moving at that time of year. And so they wait, and in January they start getting things moving again. Now, this January has started out very, very busy according to Rightmove. The busiest day was on January the 5th this year, and there's a lot of people asking for valuations to be done. Now, that's an indicator that they're likely to be selling their house at some point. Normally, they get a valuation and then they will start listing their property, and that's a good thing. And that's what we want to see out there happening in the market. So the problem that we've had more recently is just not much stock, because with the interest rates going up, inflation at record highs, a lot of people just had a wait and see approach. They just removed their properties from the market, which isn't really going to help anyone. Now, we had the mortgage guarantee scheme has just been extended. That's good. So that's going to bring some first time buyers back into the market, and that is a great scheme and gives a guarantee to the lenders that if there was a problem with that mortgage, that they would still get paid. That's going to help them lend, and that's what we want money to be doing, is actually moving and being usable for certain people. So prices on Rightmove have gone up an average of over £3,300 in January. Now, property data lags, so we're going to have some price drops still coming, because the market data that we'll get through for sold stuff will be stuff now that was sold in September, or at least the process started in September, October, August, maybe for some slower deals. And so we probably will see a couple more months of slowing data. Now, here's the thing. If people are asking more, it means that they're not putting huge reductions out there in the market for now. And that's an indicator that the market isn't likely to be crashing 30%. Because if the asking prices are going up, it means that people aren't in a desperate need to sell that property. Now, of course, some people are going to be chancing the market, feeling that it's at a peak and they want to get out, but they're unlikely to be looking. If they're saying their house, if say for example they're putting it on for 300 grand, they're not likely to be taking 220. Where we really will see if the market is going to tumble is when we start to see lots of price reductions. Now, we did see a little bit of that in the summer last year, but still Rightmove said historically the reductions were still way less than you would get in a normal market. So while people did see some reductions, which is why we got some house price drops in the last couple of months, it wasn't huge. And it seemed like a lot, because for the last 2 years before that, it was very rare to see any reductions. But in a normal market, you would see price reductions on Rightmove. So with the prices going up, that shows to me that the market isn't looking like it's going to tumble down really fast. Now, what might happen is that as interest rates still go up, which they will this year, we're going to have more rate rises, probably another one in February. What will happen is we might start seeing prices drop nearer the end of this year. right? Because as each increase in interest rates happens, affordability is less. So if the rate goes from 3.5 to 4.5, the amount that you can borrow because of affordability is going to drop. So you then have an option. You either buy a smaller house, move to another area, or you just don't buy. So those sellers aren't going to have that luxury of being able to sell at a premium price as that hits in. So maybe what we're doing here is shifting or slowing down the drop in house prices. To me, it just doesn't look like it's going to carry on and speed up for now. I'm not saying it's not going to happen at the end of this year, but what I am saying is that the next few months you'll probably see some data that will say house prices are going down, but that data is from sales that were agreed last year. What I'm saying is where we are today, because now listings are going up more expensive, it does indicate that I don't think that people are going to start taking 20% off their house now, right this minute. And so that's positive. Maybe it's more stable than we thought. House prices do shock us a lot. We've been running this channel nearly a year now, and prior to that, in the pandemic, it just made logical sense that the prices would drop. But what do you think? What do you think is going to happen in this market? I'd love to know your thoughts and comments below. I know it will be interesting. Be nice. I'm not trying to prop the market up. I know actually some of the comments on this channel say that my videos are trying to push the market up. Look, I get thousands of views. That's not enough to change a market. You would need millions of views, and it will be just my opinion. That isn't something that's going to change the market. Trust me, I get that. But what I am saying is that this is a good indicator that the market isn't going to fall off a cliff, right? I think that's fairly obvious. If people are asking more for their house, if they're not getting that, they're not going to suddenly lop off 20%. They might lop off 5%, and that will continue to be a downward trend, but it might take a little bit longer. So maybe we're going to see some more drops in 2024. Maybe we're going to see some more drops at the end of this year, some bigger stuff. Let me know what you think. But house prices are up. That's a good thing. Do give me a quick like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel. Comment below with your opinion. Check out all the other content on my channel, including this video right here.